I'm calling Todd Muller.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Every now and again in this House we get an opportunity to debate something which talks to the defining difference in philosophy of the political parties who are represented here. And over the last hour and a half, I don't think we could have put it more clearly. The choice that sits in front of us with respect to this legislation, indeed in front of us as a country. Because in this document, we outline a framework which talks to the way we believe as the National Party we should engage with the world. It is an opportunity to put back our exporters, to ensure that we are a part of a global world and we are there successful and delivering for our exporters. There are others, Mr Speaker, who see this as an opportunity to pull up the drawbridge, fortress New Zealand, because they don't believe, they don't back our exporters, and they want to pull New Zealand out of what is the largest trading bloc that will be created once this passes. And that, quite frankly, when you think of who we are sent here to represent, when this is a country of traders, and we have always been a country of traders, when you then have a set of parties who hold the view that it is better for New Zealand to step out of that emerging trading bloc, a trading bloc that has seen the future of globalisation and the challenges of investment and regulation and tariffs, and said, actually, we've got a framework here to reduce them over time. And they say, and will stand in this House and say, that we back exporters and we want to pull you out of that agreement. Well, I tell you, you come up to Tauranga, sorry, Mr Speaker, the Labour Party, the New Zealand First and Green, you come to Tauranga and have that conversation with the small businesses of my community, and you say to them that the opportunities that are listed and outlined and enabled in this document should be spurned. It is their capital that they put at risk. I wonder sometimes, Mr Speaker, whether anybody on the other side of the House has any idea of what it takes to put your capital at risk, to hold a view and create a service or a product and sell it on the world market. All we've heard this afternoon is process, is academic treaties. Quite frankly, I would ask any one of them to come to Tauranga and the Bay of Plenty and try and hold that view in front of a community that is incredibly globally connected, the most efficient port in the country, have an absolute focus on ensuring that they are delivering to the world market. Because that is the future of this country, not fortress, isolationist, academic nonsense which we've had to listen to over the last hour and a half. Mr Speaker, last year, while David Walker and his team, who should be commended for the Herculean task that they have delivered on behalf of this country, while they were out negotiating and regularly updating, there was a party in this House who decided they would spend the year reflecting on the future of work. And they had a navel-gazing exercise around globalisation and the forces of talent and capital moving and what that was going to mean to this country. Well, I could have saved your angst, Grant Robertson, because this document is the future of work. This treaty is the future of work. This treaty connects our small businesses and middle businesses and exporters to 40% of the global output. That is the future of work, and every single entity, every single sector, every single company that is exporting talked about the opportunity, talked about the jobs that will come from this agreement, but instead all we get, Mr Speaker, from the other side is politics of the short term, as opposed to backing people who win for their country, win for their community and family, like this government does, and I support this bill.
Members, this debate is concluded. The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. Party votes called for. I'll ask the clerk for a party vote.
New Zealand National.
59 votes in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
1 in favour.
Green Party.
14 opposed.
New Zealand First.
12 votes opposed.
Order. Votes are in silence.
Māori Party.
2 votes opposed.
ACT New Zealand.
1 in favour.
United Future.
1 in favour.
Members, the ayes are 62, the noes are 59. The motion is agreed to.
Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement Amendment Bill, first reading.
The question is that the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement Amendment Bill be considered by the Foreign Affairs, Defence and Trade Committee. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. Call on Government Order of the Day number